All right, guys, I'm Kelly Lambeth. I'm one of the family nurse practitioners here at Premier Family Care Clinic. I do own the clinic. I want to take a moment and go over the dietary recommendations. We're so excited that you have decided to start our weight loss program. And these are the dietary recommendations that we review with all of our patients. We have added this video so that everybody gets the same exact information, and then you can also go back to this video if you have any questions. Now, whenever you are starting our weight loss program, if you have your own diet in mind that you want to start, by all means, we welcome that. We have found over the years that restrictive diets, ketogenic, low-carb diets work for some people, but not others. My problem with those are usually that they are not maintainable for life. So we try to teach you a diet that is balanced, that you can maintain for life. So whenever the medication that we're giving you to help you with your weight loss is gone, you can maintain your weight loss. Now, the first big thing with any type of diet program that you start, water intake is huge. So water recommendations are half your body weight in total ounces of water each day. So whatever you weigh today on your first appointment, you're going to divide that by 2, and that is the number or how many ounces you should be taking in water each day. I always recommend to my patients to get a cup that has an ounce measurement on it so that you can be sure you're getting all of your water intake. The particular program that we teach, all meals will have a protein, a fruit or vegetable, and a complex carb. All snacks will have a protein and a fruit or vegetable. Food portion sizes for each of those food groups, fruit and vegetables is 1 cup. Protein for snacks is going to be 2 to 3 ounces. Protein for food is going to be 4 to 6 ounces. Your whole grains are going to be half a cup, and your healthy fats will be 1 tablespoon. Now, what we do typically is list for you foods that fall in each group. So with proteins are going to be your lean meats, eggs, protein shakes, of course, will fall here, but some of the examples of your lean meats are going to be like turkey breast, chicken breast, ground beef, ground turkey. You can have beef, just make sure that you are getting a lean cut. So if you're going to do ground beef, you're looking for something greater than 93% or less on your fat. Same thing with turkey. You can buy ground turkey, but it can also be fatty, so make sure you're getting a lean cut. So if you want to do a steak, make sure you're doing something like a New York strip. A ribeye would not be considered a lean cut because of all of the fat content. Vegetables, of course, if it's a vegetable, you can have it, but we'll give you some examples: asparagus, broccoli, Brussels sprouts, cauliflower, celery, cucumbers, green beans. All of your green vegetables are going to give you better results just because they're naturally lower in carbs. Your complex carb section is going to be where your choices get a little limited. So beans, lentils, granola, oatmeal, quinoa, sweet potatoes, and then your whole grains like whole wheat bread, brown rice, and whole wheat pasta. Your healthy fats are going to be things like nuts and seeds, nut butters, almond butter, cashew butter, peanut butter, the oils that you use to cook with, olive oil, coconut oil, flaxseed oil. If you're going to have butter, make sure it's 100% real butter. All of the low-fat margarines and spreads are all about a molecule away from being plastic, so they're not good for your body, and we do not recommend them. The big thing with healthy fats is moderation, so following serving sizes. So a fat is a fat, but if you get too much of one healthy fat, it's just as bad as getting a bad fat. So what I mean by that is if you're going to have nuts and seeds, a normal serving size is 6 to 9 nuts. With your nut butters, a normal serving size is going to be 1 tablespoon. So if you are hungry and you're going to have nuts for a snack, I don't suggest that because you're going to overeat more than 6 to 9 nuts. You're going to get too much of the good fat. Avocado, same thing, 1 tablespoon is a serving size. So fruits, if it's a fruit, you can have it. Your citrus fruits and your berries are going to give you better results just because they're naturally lower in carbs. Your bananas, limit those. So you can have bananas. I just wouldn't eat one every single day. They are higher in sugar and carbs, and so they can hinder your results a little bit. But if it's a fruit, you can have it. With dairy, so low fat or non-fat. So if you can do milks, yogurt, cheeses, just make sure you're choosing a low fat or a non-fat version. Dairy is a natural irritant to the bowel, so a lot of times we do suggest completely coming off of dairy when you first start, and then add it back in slowly. That will allow you to see if you have any intolerances to dairy, which can cause some GI problems, constipation, diarrhea, or two of the more common ones. Other snacks that you can have for convenience, so things like protein bars, they need to have more than 10 grams of protein and less than 8 grams of sugar. Some of the better ones are the One bars, Quest bars, Zone bars, Premier protein bars. All of your true protein bars are going to be in the pharmacy section. I always tell my patients go to Walmart or Publix and go over to the pharmacy section, buy 1 bar at a time, and really try and see which ones you like before you buy a whole box. Protein bars can be very gummy in texture, and so they can kind of be hard to find one that you truly like. Other snacks, so Premier protein shakes are great. You can get those from Walmart and Sam's. They're flavored in different flavors: vanilla, berry, chocolate. They have a caramel, banana, so all different kind of flavors. They're pre-mixed. They're ready to drink. You can keep those in the refrigerator. You can sub them in for meals if you're going to use that with a meal. That's going to cover your protein and your carb, and then you're just going to add a fruit or vegetable. So if you're going to do it for breakfast, you might want to have a protein shake and some fruit. If you're going to do like sub a lunch, maybe some vegetables and a protein shake. You can also just have the shake if you want to sub it in for a snack. So they're great. They have 30 grams of protein and less than 4 grams of carbs. Things you should avoid. So soda, even diet, has a lot of sodium, artificial flavors, preservatives, bad things for your body. Alcohol, creamy sauces, high-calorie salad dressing, sugar, candy, sweet tea. All of those things have a lot of empty calories, so you're getting no nutritional value from them. They're just adding calories to your intake. Processed foods, try to shop the perimeter of the grocery store. So you've got all of your dairy products, your lean meats, and then your vegetables. Try to stay in that area. All of those foods are clean. You're going to have the best results with those. Everything in the center of the grocery store is in a box and it's processed. So we try to stay away from those things because they're not going to be the best choices, except for the things that we're using for convenience. So if you're in a tight and you can't make good meal choices, use one of those protein bars that you have for convenience. White, if it's white and it's not an egg white, you probably shouldn't eat it. So white bread, white rice, white pasta, all of those things you should skip. Margarines and spreads, like we talked about before, they're about a molecule away from being plastic, so not good for your body. So if you're going to have butter, make sure you are using 100% real butter. So basically what we're trying to do with this diet program is re-fire your metabolism. Your metabolism is like a fire. If you do not put wood on that fire, it's not going to burn. So if you do not put food in your body, your metabolism is not going to rev. So what we need is for you to eat within 30 minutes of waking up. So you're going to follow those meal parameters for breakfast. So you're going to have a protein, a fruit or vegetable, and a complex carb. So protein, you could do 2 whole eggs, or you could do a lean meat like turkey sausage or turkey bacon. Then for your carb, you could do the quinoa flakes, which cook up like grits, or you could do oatmeal. Then for your fruit serving, you could do a cup of strawberries. Now, 2 to 3 hours later, it's going to be time for your morning snack. So you're going to follow a snack parameter, which will be a protein and a fruit or vegetable. So for that, you could do a boiled egg and maybe a couple of blueberries for your morning snack. And then 2 to 3 hours later, it's going to be time for lunch. Again, you're going to follow those meal parameters: protein, fruit or vegetable, complex carb. So you could do a grilled chicken salad for lunch. Your chicken would be your protein. Then all of your vegetables on your salad, of course, would be your vegetables. And then you could add some granola for your carbs. So you're going to follow that same routine throughout the day, eating every 2 to 3 hours.